Hello and welcome to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. In this video we are taking a look at the standalone Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure from the upcoming game Spider-Man 2. Now, as you can see on the box it states GamerVerse, and they've used this branding across a handful of the various different figures that they've released over the years from various different games. So here he is out of the box, and I must admit I'm quite pleased upon initial inspection. Now, he's pretty much the same mould that we had for the original Spider-Man figure. So when the first Spider-Man game came out, they released a figure to tie in with the game, and it was just that, just one figure, no villains or anything like that, and it's on the same mould with a few differences. You also get a bunch of accessories, all these web accessories. You've got one of them shoulder ones, you've got a face one, you've got two kind of standalone ones and a swinging one, and you get two closed fist hands as an additional extra as well. Now, let me just talk about the hands very quickly. On the figure you've got an open palm kind of wall crawling hand and a thwip hand, and then you get two closed fist hands. So you don't get a set of these open palm wall crawling hands, and you don't get a set of the thwip hands. The only complete set you get is the closed fist. Now, it is completely pinless, so that is the upgrade from the previous one, and we have the toe articulation that we've seen in a number of the Spider-Man figures recently. Looking at the actual white on the paint job, it's a little bit thin, should we say. So on the hands, especially the closed fist hands, you can kind of see the red kind of bleeding through, so it makes it a bit pinky, which is a shame because on the box obviously it's got that very flat white colour, and it's not quite as solid on the actual figure. But the colour scheme is slightly different than the previous one. Let me grab the old version just so we can do a bit of a side by side. So this is the Spider-Man 1 game version and the Spider-Man 2 game version. Now, they do look different heights, but they're not. They are a very similar build here. They've got a different head sculpt. The newer one has kind of wider eyes. As I said, they've got a different paint job, and I've only just noticed looking at them side by side that there is actually quite a difference in the suit. So the suit has changed. Now, whether that's true to get to the games, or whether that's just based on the figures, I don't know. But the older version kind of has them strappy looking bits of blue going over the shoulders, which I never actually even noticed the first time around. However, the white on the previous version is a lot more solid. But then the colour scheme on the new one is a bit better. So I think I prefer the new one. I think if you haven't got a... everyone called him the PS4 Spider-Man because that's what the original game came out on. But obviously this Spider-Man 2 game is going to come out on things like PS5. If you haven't got a PlayStation Spider-Man, this one is great. As I said, it's completely pinless, it's got toe articulation, and the colour scheme on him is quite nice. It's not a bad colour scheme at all. And just playing around with poses here, you can probably get him into quite a few decent poses. I just have to have a proper play around when I'm taking some photographs. But yeah, overall he is a very nice figure. I think the only real complaint that I have is the set of hands, the fact that we haven't got a full set of the other hands, the open hand or the thwip hand, and the white on the hands and the forearms isn't quite as thick as I would have liked it. But everything else on him looks absolutely fantastic. I can't fault the paint. There's no real QC issues that I can notice. The articulation is all really nice. This Spider-Man's got a whole bunch of articulations. So he's got like a double ab crunch. He's got a kind of chest swivel. He's got butterfly joints in his arms. He's got obviously 2 points of articulation in his elbows and his knees. He's got ankle pivot. He's also got toe articulation. So yeah, overall he is a very cool Spider-Man figure indeed. Side by side, I think if you've got the older version, you can get this one as well because they are different. They're very different looking in regards to the paint scheme and also in regards to the actual suit design. So you can put them side by side, and that was something that I was a little bit worried about. I wanted to make sure that if I was going to pick this one up, I wanted it to be different enough that it looks different. It didn't just look like a newer version of an old figure. So yeah, he's definitely worth picking up if you're a fan of Spider-Man or a collector of Marvel Legends. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. Do check out my channel for a whole bunch of the other 5-minute figure reviews. But there we go, the PlayStation GamerVerse Spider-Man figure by Marvel Legends. It's a definite 2 thumbs up from me. Thanks very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you soon.